Okay, so I can already see coming in, I've got tech issues. I'm just gonna, AutoCam doesn't want to work, so I'll have to put Avatar up in me in a moment, which is a little annoying. Just added a little slideshow there to show people what we've been painting in the past little while. I'm just going to put some extra support on my thumb because I went and sprained it on top of everything today. I'm not having a good hand day. I am still looking for better music to play because as much as Heartbound is fantastic music again, and I say fantastic in that it's fantastically put together for the game it's part of. As a stream background, it gets a little annoying, a little repetitive, and a little bit fast-paced. Today it actually gave me a migraine while listening to someone's stream, and well, I already had a migraine. It made my migraine worse. So yeah, if I do stop streaming early tonight, again, it's down to health, folks. I apologise, but I am trying, but I don't want to over push it. I'm not great. I'm not dire either. I'm just not great. Now I need to find somewhere for the keyboard to live, preferably not on top of paints, where I can grab it, but where I can also grab paints. Right. So, got my cup of rose water here. Yes, that is rose water. It is not alcoholic. It's just boiled rose petals placed into a 1 pint glass after it's cooled down. And I've just spilled it all over me in true me fashion. Hey. At least it's just rose water, so I'm just going to smell of roses. So, yeah, I think I can live with that. And I've got this thing with kitchen roll. It doesn't matter what I do, I keep tearing it. Right, so I'll put those over there in case I spill any more drink on me. Yay! First time in a while. We have a square piece. I may need this later for painting, so we'll fold this up, put it on top of camera that's on strike. Get another one. See if I can do it again. Almost. Just ripped it a little bit there. But that's okay. This will probably be a dry palette. So we'll fold that up. If I need that as a dry palette, I will place it in the top of my lid thing. There. Other way up. There we go. And then I have this little dry palette ready to go. Assuming that is that I need a dry palette. I may not for a little bit. So we've still got these guys to finish. I was in the middle of these. I was really hoping to finish these yesterday. But my hand would not let me, so because I've sprained it, it's now got the splint in, so it's gonna, at least if it starts messing up, that splint will hold it. But this hand therefore now doesn't have a splint, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this thumb as well as this thumb. Yeah. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on my migraine. I have taken medication. It has moved to the background for the moment. It is just now a headache. It's probably the humidity here that's causing it. Right. Let's find something that's going to replace camera, shall we? Let's go and get little Fox me up, shall we? Right, so there I am bouncing. Right. You may have also seen Ojin's avatar there. Yes, I did make Ojin's avatar as well. It's for days where we just don't feel like being on camera. Ojin never feels like being on camera, really, except for maybe his hands. So I made him an avatar so he can, you know, come join the fun with Lonewolf Clan. Right. Paint brushes and stuff needed. I also need to find some relaxing music I can play in the background. I'm going to go have a look at the MFCC copyright royalty-free stuff that they allow for us to use on YouTube. I will be signing back up to their Patreon because, like I've said in the past, they are awesome. I just haven't had the time or money to do it recently. Let me close all that nonsense. Hey, Grimsy. Hi, Ojin. I don't know if this is going to be another long, if I'm going to make it a long stream or if it's going to be another short stream. It's going to depend how I feel. Okay. I need to go to the right place first. Ah, we raided out to Jimmy. Ah, chaos for everyone today. Anyone do first yet? Damn. Dad and cheese joke. Do I have enough points for that? No, not right. Pay the toll. No. So he just asked, okay, is the music too loud or is it good? We can actually hear it, but I had to say, what music? I'm sorry, we're all trolling each other in a playful manner today. Oh, there's Mike. Just dropping in to do support for Jimmy, because that's what I do. These people are absolutely awesome that I hang out with. I try and raid out to them as often as possible. So I'm just going to call up my channel so I can see all my admin-y stuff to make sure it's all on the right stuff. And I have a bunch of stuff that's completely unrelated. Go away. Right. Nailed out. So if you are on Twitter, Twitch, my goodness, I'm terrible with these T names today. Please do check out Jimmy the Brush, also Mike Moans and Mini Mad Cat. Not deliberately leaving anyone out. There is just so many in this community that my brain only has the capacity to remember 3 or 4 of you at a time. I'm sorry. This is not a slight on anybody. Still packing all the laundry. It just isn't drying. Oh dear. So I'm setting everyone off on their thingy now. Okay. You're about to reach 3 months stream watch streak. Jimmy the Brush. Wow. 3 months stream. Wow. Have I been really watching him that long? My goodness. That is a nice sky blue he's got going. Anyways, I'm going to have to move into lurk mode. How does he not have a lurk thing? Lord of the Rings stealth mode. Typical Lula. He's not wrong. Username dives into a pot of paint. Enjoy your lurk. It was supposed to be me, but I ran away. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm tech breaking everywhere today. Right, so back to my own stream. Okay, so we're going to carry on painting those two minis I was doing yesterday. Hopefully we can complete them today. Hopefully. Right, so. If you're not following Jimmy already, please drop him a follow. One of the most random people here on the interwebs arts and crafts category. Okay, so I just tried to get that out and all I did was tear it. Okay, we'll be leaving that in there then. This one, will you come out? It will, yay. Which means I can get rid of the bulky box. Let's try this again. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Oh, luckily we don't need that bit in the corner. Kind of wishing I lived near Mike because I'd offer him to use my tumble dryer. He can take it to his house and rent it for the day. Poor guy's trying to pack for his holidays and Games Expo and everything crazy that's going on this weekend. I hope he enjoys his holiday. I'm going to need that brush. They can all stay in there. I really need to sort out these brushes because some of these need retiring. Don't think we need the O2, no. We may need that one. The fine detail brush I just relocated from upstairs. It's a Citadel fine detail brush that I've had since I got the fine detail set. I've used it once in all its life, and that was back in 2011 as well. So it's only been used once. The equivalent of an O2. Sorry, a 2O, one of them, basically. If you can see the number without it reflecting too much, that is. Oh, excuse me. So as I said earlier, I'm not the best at the moment. My hay fever's playing up. Not fun. I need two brushes for horrible jobs. No, we don't need that O2. Don't think I'll need that. A flat one that hasn't. Maybe you. You've still got some spring in you. Right, if we need anything else, I'll drag it out of the bottle thing. So we'll see. Got other tools over there I may need. Right, wet palette. So I'll stick those over there where I can see them, like little cards. And I need off-white. So where's my off? Is that my off-white? It is my off-white. I'll go look for some music in just a second. I would like to use my YouTube, but I've just run out on my premium. So I don't know how many horrible, heinous ads I'm going to keep getting if I use the YouTube. Do they have any lives going? No, they do not. Playlists. Happy, Italian, sad, lo-fi, real estate, Mexican, Indian, African, Chinese, Ramadan, happy, vlog, cooking, gaming. How many have they got in gaming? Last updated 7 days ago. Ah, ads. It's the ones I used to use. Yeah. Used to be our intro. Okay, so we're going to mute that. Exciting. How many have we got in that one? A bit too exciting, actually. Epic. Those are the ones we like. So I'm going to save that because Epic will be returning to the channel. So that is pinned. I will keep that safe. And I will follow their download link and all their instructions for that. That's MFCC. So I'll just share that playlist with everyone. So you can have a look at it yourselves. And these guys are pretty darn awesome, I'm not going to lie. As I said, the only reason I stopped using them previously isn't because of them, it was because of YouTube itself, because people were actually stealing their backing tracks, writing songs to them. Don't get me wrong, the songs were catchy, but they were then claiming copyright on content that wasn't theirs. So when they should have been claiming copyright content on the lyrics of the song, they were claiming it on the beat of the song because it was taken from MFCC. So I'm just going to post that up in the chat, so please do go check out MFCC. Right. Let's go find my media player. Oh, right at the top of my list for once ever. There are some musics I would love to play, but I don't know if they're going to be allowed to be played because they're Guild War zones, and it would have been awesome if I could have those. We should have some music now in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. I will be removing those I consider to be annoying tracks as I come across them. Especially if they make my headache worse. Well, I say headache, what it is at the moment at least. Good grief. How bad this is. This used to be a Citadel wash brush, my goodness. It's as puffy as a cat's tail when it's been shampooed. Right, I need that long brush where it goes. Oh, air bubble. We'll chase that out while we've got some wet on the brush. We've still got some orange paint sticking to it as well. Didn't even need that much orange yesterday, but it insisted. So I was still trying to correct that blob of green that occurred yesterday. Well annoyed with that. I'm not really going to see it. It will be glued behind the moon, but I'll know about it, and that's enough to annoy me. I know. These horsehair brushes really do take up the water quite a bit. Sable is better, but still quite water soaky. Oh my goodness, what happened to this thing's end? Ow. Gosh, it's turning into a general brush now. It's so hard to handle this guy with care. Isn't this one very annoying? Yep. Move that one as well, actually. I'm going to remove 3 that I know to be annoying. Oh, take that banana bit off the end of it. Probably left it in the pot of water for too long. Right. Paint hunts now. Just to soak in some water for a bit. Why am I going on a paint hunt? The paints I purposely left out last night. I am missing my own logic here. Getting everywhere again. Kitty cat cats. Let his cloak dry a bit now. Caliban. Okay, I'm going to have to concede defeat already there. Meat, painting grapes. I have to hold on to him. Ah, not now, nose. Now it's itchy nose time. messy bit done. Normally I'd be able to do this, but with my left thumb playing up, I don't want to risk dropping the brush. The right thumb isn't great either, but it's a little bit better than yesterday when I was forced to concede and sign off. Still too much paint on the brush. Okay, Grimsy, be aware that they do ask you to join Patreon at some point, which is fair enough. I mean, we're not monetized. I don't plan on monetizing Lonewolf Clan, but I will be joining their Patreon as Lonewolf Clan, just out of courtesy. They do ask that we credit them, though, and make sure everything links back to them. So I will probably buy the license at some point for Lonewolf Clan. I'll do it as 2 channels, so I can do it on my Twitch as well. And that way you guys can buy the single license for your own channels. If you want to go that way, that is. Especially if you monetize. It's like, even though I have affiliate over on Twitch, I don't actually use it to make money. I use it for the charity donation bits. Yeah, Ojin eating my rhubarbs and custards next to me. The only reason I'm not is with a migraine. I don't want to add more sugars to the mix. That could make it worse. But that's fine. What I'm really after is the plastic pots. Only thing I don't share is chocolate. Never ask me for my chocolate. Unless I offer you my chocolate, never ask me for my chocolate. I don't really want that green, actually, thinking on that. I'm going to go darker with the backpack. Yeah, Grimsy's the same. Share anything but my chocolate. I hate white chocolate though. I despise the stuff. I think it's because for years it's the only stuff I was allowed to have, so I just hate it. I almost hated bananas for the same reason. Oh no, I'll share dark chocolate. I will actually share dark chocolate, mostly because I know it's a very fast pick-me-up for mood swings and low sugars and a whole bunch of health problems. Yeah, well, they're not big enough to share, sorry. They go in one mouthful. Is there anywhere the spiders haven't been today? Like cobwebs everywhere today. Good grief, is it our Wonny Daddy Longlegs? You sure it's a big fat female and not the big fat male that's been running around? He's been up and down and up and down. I mean, literally, I'm running my modelling light over here now. I can see a baby one that lives just above my microphone. But I can see his, speaking of, webs that would go up and down, up and down. And just as I'm speaking of him, he's just going up above the wolf picture that is literally above my thing.
Mine's over here.
So yours is over here, he's looking for her, and then the little one is hiding from him. I wonder if it's the same little one that shed its skin yesterday and dropped it on me. Oh my word, it's Daddy Longlegs breeding season. Look at all the cobwebs, I only brushed those down yesterday. Look at those though, up on the roof. I brushed those down yesterday. You messy eight-legged blighters. Oi. Well, you see, unlike Hilo, I'm not scared of spiders. I used to be. And then I realised the spiders were 10 times more scared of me, and then I started gaining a fascination with them. However, I don't like the webs. I absolutely hate the feel of cobwebs on my skin. It makes me shudder all over. And I think perhaps that's what really is the fear I had of spiders. It wasn't the spiders, it was their webs. And I think there's a lot of horror movies and adventure movies to blame for that one. Right, there's Timbits, but I want the opposite of Timbits. My Timbits is a wash. It's called something else now. Warlock's Bronze or something. Find where it's hiding. There it is. It's in the basey coats. Come here. So for my unsorted paints, and by unsorted, I mean they are sorted, they're just in miniature plastic bags in a big plastic bag. Because currently I don't have a box or racks to put them in. We've tried putting racks on the wall, and because of the type of brick they have in this wall, the racks just fall right off. And it's actually very annoying. I love the Lindor from Lint. Is that truffles? So it's the truffles, yeah, I agree. Otherwise, I don't think I've tried it. There's a lot of Lint I haven't tried, surprisingly. They wanted me to be on... Oh, they wanted us to do the spiders. I bet you ran through a web as a child and it was... No. I remember watching adventure movies where heroes got stuck on webs. And I suddenly remember being scared of the big brown spiders. Until I started keeping them as pets. Which was on the advice of my mum. Keep them as pets. And I kept them in little fish tanks and things. And I don't mean fish tanks with fish in them. I mean empty fish tanks with spiders in them. And I gained a fascination for them. Now I let them run around all over the house. But I still hate the webs. I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like them. My fear is actually zombies. And that's thanks to my older blood relative that people would call a brother. Making me watch Day, Night and Dawn of the Living Dead back to back on VHS when I was 4 and he was babysitting. And for those saying it was very irresponsible, my blood relative was not a very nice individual at that age. He was quite the nasty psychopath, and I don't say that lightly. And made me watch it when I was 4, and he told me if I went outside the zombies would eat me. So for days I didn't sleep because I had nightmares about zombies. I wouldn't go outside to play with my friends because I was scared they'd been turned into zombies. It took me months. I didn't even want to go to school because I was scared there was zombies. That shows you how bad it was. And all the while I had a teacher at school bullying me for my accent, because I can pick up accents really quickly because I have what's known as a mixed accent. Every accent I'd ever been exposed to was mixed into my accent. Great for linguistics, horrible for closed-minded teachers that don't like northern accents, because I picked up the Yorkshire accent from the family when they were visiting, or the Welsh accent from any family members that visited from there, or any other accent they brought into the household. And on top of that, we found out I was dyslexic. That added to the bullying. And of course, if teachers bullied you, that just incentivized your peers to bully you. And I wasn't allowed to tell on the adults. So I used to tell on the kids that bullied me. There used to be a couple of ringleaders, I won't name them. That would be unfair. They're grown adults now and have long moved on in life, and I hope they're doing well, frankly, because they didn't have an easy life either. But yeah, one of them was a particularly ringleader of the group, and used to bully me. And then later on, when he and his brother were made to move school, they would ask me who did it, and I'd say it was his gang. And they would say, oh, but it can't be him anymore, he's not in your school. But it's like, yeah, but it's his gang. Just because they're not in school doesn't mean his influence isn't in school. But of course, the real influence was the teachers the whole time. Two particular teachers, actually. The headmaster at the time, and a particular teacher of a particular second class. It was quite a horrible time for me. So, compound that with the fear of zombies. It was not a good time to be aged 4. Mind you, that said, I don't think a fear of zombies is really a bad thing. Just on the grounds of it makes me dislike zombies and think of every scenario possible to survive a zombie apocalypse. I will say this much: any apocalypse situation, you need a handy redneck type. The practical ex-military types especially. Why? Because they know how to survive. They know how to make stuff. They know how to make stuff from random stuff. Heck, they could probably make a shotgun out of some pipes and other random items they find lying around as scrap. Okay, my chat isn't scrolling now, what the heck. But yeah, Lindor is the truffles with the soft chocolate centre. Yeah, I like the red and the blue truffles. Not a fan of the white chocolate again. The Lindt I do get on with that's a white chocolate is a vanilla one. It's weird for a fruitarian to say they like chocolate. Fruitarians are a different breed of vegan. Very, very different breed of vegan. We do eat some occasional animal products, sort of giving us the borderline vegan and vegetarian, but the animals have to be treated well. And when it comes to food, even the life of a plant may not be taken. Do I have the gold out? I don't think I have the gold. No, I have the belt shop. I don't have the gold out. That is the dry brush gold. We don't want the dry brush gold. We want that one. See it from here. YouTube pinned as well. Thank you. So for those watching, this is a charity stream for Great Ormond Street Hospital. You will see other donation links flashing past. but it's the Tiltiffy plus Lonewolf Clan Stream Team / Sims 4 build challenge for Gosh link you want. My goodness, that's the consistency of, forget clotted cream that's gone off. Right. Need to get one of those paint pot shakers. Now, are we the consistency of paint? Yes, right, good. Still slightly clotted creamy there. Right, I can see where some paint has chipped off the board here. Might be from when I was handling it. This brush is already losing its shape. And I have used this one quite a bit. Really, across the black. I watched an old movie today that would be considered R rating today. Tremors from 1990. It was a Universal when I was a kid. Put my rose water. For those wondering why I drink rose water, it is actually an anti-inflammatory and has worked for me far better than any medication I've ever been given by my doctors. Now, I'm not advocating you should not take your medication given by doctors, but I will say explore options. Even while taking the medications, rose water is an immeasurable anti-inflammatory. It's also got a whole bunch of other fantastic health properties that I use it for. Right. I need a leather colour. Stay. Pretty sure I have a leather colour somewhere hiding around. Selena, no. Sepia wash, no. Although that will be used. Khaki, definitely not. I need a brown. Silly paint set. Heavy skin tone, no, I don't want that colour. This one, heavy brown, that's getting better. Leather brown, there we go. So who have we got lurking aside from Grimsies and... I would not call this a leather brown. You. That is definitely not a leather brown. But it'll do as a base. more of a... I won't say it. It's too gross. Actually, I'd better do that. I was about to ask Grimsy to do it, but I've just realised he doesn't have access to our Twitter at the moment. So I had better do this. So excuse me while I just pop out a minute and go over to our thingy-me-what's-it and share onto our Twitter feed. Really, IGN? Lucasfilm has said women in Star Wars, such as the oh my god, I really don't care anymore. I'm not even allowed to say what I would call Kathleen Kennedy on this one. Yes, I think she's the one that will be hung out to dry when all things go, you know, when things hit the fan. And it's because of who she's kept close to her, because he loves to hang out the women to dry. He did it with Katie, and he'll do it with Kennedy. But I don't like where she's taking Star Wars. It's dull and boring and meh. Don't care about the diversity. Star Wars has loads of that as it is. So, yeah, whatever. What I do care about is whether or not they can do the job, and if the script writers and directors are any good. And so far, they've all been a bit meh. And meh is putting it nicely. I don't feel it represents women at all. We work hard, very hard, to achieve what we do. We don't just instantly get it. Yes, okay, so occasionally we can see problems and solves that guys can't. The same is equal in the other way around. Guys often see problem solving things that we wouldn't see. We complement each other like this. Different mindsets. It's what humans do. And what you were born as has nothing to do with it. It's all about how you think. Are you an in-the-box thinker, an out-the-box thinker, a triangle thinker, a circular thinker? All depends on your mindset, the way you think. You're either a problem solver or other skill sets that a problem solver wouldn't have. Humans complement each other. Nobody is just instantly good at a thing. That is completely unrelatable. And I'm going to be saying it. So far, the female characters in Star Wars, as a female fan, have been completely shallow, boring, instantly good at things, and completely unrelatable. I don't care who the actor is. And that's right across the board so far since it was taken over by Disney. And I said it last stream and I will say it again now. I don't care what gender or racial ethnicity an actor is, as long as they can do the job. It's Star Wars. It has always been diverse. Then there is the whole script writing thing. If they can do the job, yeah, sure, let's go for it. But when they can't, then, you know, you need to be wondering, just what are your real goals here? Aside from pushing an agenda, what are your real goals? Are you trying to tell a story? Are you trying to entertain? There's ways to do all of the above. Push your agenda, tell the story, and entertain the crowd without hacking off the stars of the show, which are your fans. Why? Because your fans are where you're going to make the money. If you don't please your fans and pull in new fans at the same time, you're not going to make money. It's simple customer pleasing logic. You make a product, you make it for your customers. Preferably the ones that are actually already interested in something, but you also try and do something new at the same time to bring in new ones. It's just basic business logic. Not, oh, we don't want these regular customers anymore. That's like a pub in the middle of nowhere that needs its regulars over the winter time. keep it ticking over in winter. And then saying, oh, sorry, we don't want you anymore. Go away. You're barred forever. Well, that business is going to go bankrupt pretty quickly. Because now it doesn't have its regular supply of money. Because now it doesn't have its regulars that come in and spend. That is why you don't hack off an already existing fan base. Because they're where your money's at to start with. They are your foundation. You're supposed to build on your foundation, not hack it from under yourself. That's where Disney have gone wrong with Star Wars. They hacked their foundation from under themselves, trying to appease a crowd that's not even interested in Star Wars to begin with. And even now, they're not interested. So what was the point? You're just going to lose money. And that's sad. Very sad. And it's a shame for the good actors you've got in your things as well, because you're not allowing them to showcase their skill sets, you're not allowing them to be their best. And this has a knock-on effect on their career, so you're destroying people's careers as well. Why? Because you'd rather push just the agenda and not the story. When you could be doing all of that. Pushing a story, getting a narrative across so the message gets across. Although Star Wars was purposefully not politicized, so yeah, well, you well and truly screwed up there. But yeah, let's just make everything about politics instead of entertainment and getting people to spend their money and be happy and entertained. Yes, good business practice. Make yourself bankrupt in a few years. I'm not sure I can sign up to that kind of logic. Sorry. It makes no sense. It is illogical. Dear old Spock would say from Star Trek. Yes, blasphemy. A Warzy, an original Warzy at that knows about Star Trek. Oh. Yeah, well, secretly most of us do. It filled the gaps while we waited for Star Wars movies, to be honest. There is actually no rivalry there, it's just fake pretend rivalry when we're cosplaying. Usually. There are some that do take it seriously. Yes. I cannot forgive Disney for the toxicity they've caused in the community. And I'll be saying this much. I'll be sitting back with the popcorn when karma comes a-calling. I may be an empath, but I'm not above being petty and watching karma with popcorn. That to me is just fine universal justice right there. And the only reason I'm talking about Star Wars is it won't get off my goddamn newsfeed. No matter how many times I have blocked political party nonsense, because I don't support any of the current parties in the UK. And let me think. Oh, right. Star Wars and anything to do with Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni. Or as we like to call it, Disneyverse. Little brown is really a horrible colour. I'm sorry. It is. It's just horrible. It's not even brown. It's more of a Diarrhea yellow. I'll have to make sure I bring extra helpings for you then. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to pick a branch though. I mean, which particular branch? Alfheim? Nordheim? Helheim? Asgard? I'm sure there will be. So glad I've got a reddish wash I'll be putting over this horrible yellow. More space leather anywhere. Not there anyway. Let's have a look at his gun. No, no space leather there. What about this guy? Have we got space leather here? I'm sure we have. We have. Yeah. I strapped my thumb up, now this finger's playing up instead. This isn't fair. Oh, I see the straps. I've already painted the chain mount. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I see them. I'm going to need a smaller brush. One hair? Nope, not the one hair. Not quite. Not quite. At least 6 hairs. Nope, it's the 6 hairs. So, shove you over there to dry a minute. Actually, give me that. You, put your foot in there. regretting putting that sword on now. I maybe should have painted this before gluing the sword on. At least I haven't finished the sword yet, we've only base coated. Urgent, can you do me a favour? Out on top of the heater is the other strap for the wrist. My right wrist is going to need it. It's starting to shake. It's on top of the heater out in the hallway. You missed what I was saying because he was watching something. And then he got when I looked at him that I wanted something because this light on top of my headset that I'm wearing kind of blinds you. Oh, for Christ, it's anywhere they haven't got. So apparently we washed this strap. And now the spiders have decided, oh, let's get all over it and cobweb that up. Thanks, spiders. Now I have to clean this off before I can use it. Good grief. I don't remember which way round this fits. Supposed to sit under the wrist. Now I'm wondering if it's the right way round. Must be. Put the paint dries on that. I'll just give that a quick rinse off. Stay. I'm trying to work out how to fit this thing on my hand. While trying not to cut off circulation. We'll see how this goes. This is supposed to actually sit under my wrist, but I just want it to support my hand because it's getting the shakes at the wrist point.
Very restrictive as well.
I can see it's very restrictive. Good grief.
On that bar.
Don't know where my other hand one's gone, but that's coming out. Just a little bit there, not too much. Better. Right, so it came out. Fortunately, my carpal tunnel is actually playing up today, on top of everything. So we're combating it with supports. Even though my physio is saying to me do more without the supports. Yeah, I would. Except when I can't. Like when I'm trying to do very fine artwork But I can't because my hand wants to shake everywhere. Now I've done that, it's actually, well, it's still there. I can feel it in this finger, but at least the wrist isn't shaking with it now. This brush is coming to the end of its life, I think. It's starting to splay. I've got a replacement for this one. Well, actually, what is it? 2.0. Yeah, I've got about 4 replacements for this one. That's good then. Right. Would you mind coming off? Thank you. Right, you can just stand over there. You, come back here. No one said you could fall away while I was trying to paint you. What is that blackbird doing now? Grief. The light flare back on that camera is ridiculous. I don't know why everything looks like it's glowing again. I can get a filter on that, see if we can cut some of that light down for you. That does seem a bit night light reflective, doesn't it? And it's not even a fluorescent paint. It's just a white paint that seems to be reflecting hard back. What I can do, so just going to go fiddle with OBS. That would be, should be Mexico cam, yeah. Properties, filters. Nope. No, come back here. Filters. No, I don't want to apply an overlay. Yes, we want to get rid of that filter. That filter is entirely pointless on this camera. Expect scaling ratio? Right, we'll worry about that another day. It can be miniaturized for now. I think the chroma key. So turn mapping override. They can watch from True Life, I'm sure. Oh, I've only just now got your emotes coming up, Grimsy. That's really weird. That is not the one I was looking for. That is the Corona key. We don't. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, no. No, no. No, 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 no. Remove that. Alright. That's basically another Corona key. Scroll sharpen Lumia key. I'm going to keep going until I find one. No. It because we don't use it. Alright. Got the colour correction, surely. Contrast? No. Okay, that's not going to work either. Back to defaults, yes. Colour multiply. What? Why do we want? Oh wow! Yeah, no. Oof, no. That's default. Far too orange. Contrast then, no. No. I'm going to remove that one then. The properties. Oh, the zoom's back. Haha. But I've got to do it here. Oh, that's just slightly annoying. Right, brightness, is it here? No, right. Sharpness down the white balance. White balance, maybe. Oof. So apparently I can't stop that reflection. I don't have the filters for it on this one. But we have discovered the new zoom control. So what? No, come back. No, I don't really like how that zoomed, so we'll just go okay. So that's not how it used to zoom. It used to actually aspect ratio. Let's see if we can turn that light down a little bit then, if that helps. No, that white just really wants to be fluorescent, even on the lowest of low settings. Okay, this is light off. Wow, I can't see a thing, but you can see everything. Wow. Okay. Well, that's not really gonna do. Both of them again? Yep, right. So yeah, I apologise. This paint just really wants to reflect really badly on camera. Okay, I tried. I'm sorry, people. But yeah, thanks to the glowy, you can't really see the rest of what I'm doing unless I do that. And then it's still glowy. My goodness, wow. Super glow. Right. Go with sword. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can write for the Emperor that tiny on those scrolls. Right, so we're going. I'm not writing it on the scrolls. I can't even do the tiny checks this model's supposed to have. And I mean, they are tiny. Millimetre by 1 millimetre. How am I supposed to paint that? I'm not a rice grain painter. Seriously, mosquito. Nap off. Go away. probably tell by this point, I'm quite used to mixing this black green. Mix of Caliban, one messy paintbrush full, and a mix of Abaddon Black, one full messy paintbrush full. And then where's my general brush? Over there. So I should probably do these dark bits first. Now we'll try and avoid the white bits. God, I haven't done the leather properly under here yet because I haven't even done the armour. Yeah, my supports are sticking to each other now. I have to risk putting it into my hands. I can't reach a lot of them otherwise. don't know why, but this particular tune reminds me of bosses, or build up to a boss level. Is that a cat? It is. Ow. Yeah. Must have got him when we were spraying it. I'm truly embedded in. We'll have to make that a feature somehow. Okay. I tried. Bloody cat hairs. They get everywhere. Oh, it's embedded into the base coat. The prime base. Which can only mean it's floating around when we primed them. Mischief in general. Oops, sorry, camera. Quit it. Yes, I am telling an inanimate object to quit it, like it would actually listen to me. This reminds me of Ghostbusters for some reason. And I'm talking this particular song. I'm not sure why, but I'm smelling a wet dog. I've had a dog since 2016. It's a little bit watery. Like my media player. Sorry if I lag a bit. GIMP has decided to load itself in the background. While I do plan on getting back to some designs. I don't plan on doing it while I'm streaming. Now what's selected? Stop it. No. Okay, he's not coming off his rock. Right, fine.
Still trying that hair.
No, I gave up on the hair. I'm going to make it a feature instead. Make it a little battle feature or something. still think of this as Farmville.
Not really one.
Quick drink break. Just a quick skimmy around on who I'm lurking on while I have this little drink break. It also gets me out of the prawn for a couple of minutes. With everything aching as much as it possibly can, I need these quick 5 minutes. Excuse me while I just relax for a minute. Oh Lord. So I pop over to Jimmy and they're doing the terrible puppet Yoda scream at him. Ugh. So glad I have that muted. Nope, Neil Newbon's online doing Baldur's Gate. Go for Gaming's also on doing Baldur's Gate. Now, if my hands are still playing up on Saturday, I may also switch to Baldur's Gate. Just on the grounds that it's mostly people. Oh my goodness. Cat girl with large chest boulders dancing across screen now. With a Jesus Obi-Wan wiggling in the middle. My goodness. Jimmy the Brush's stream is certainly random tonight. I think most people are hyped up ready for the weekend because there's Games Expo and all sorts going on this weekend at the conventions. So I think everyone's, you know, getting all hyped up for that. Just seeing how tiny my slideshow is. I need to find a better place for that slideshow so that it can be bigger. Let's go do that while we're taking a break. Shall we find a better spot for that slideshow? A mini slideshow. Big in the top corner here, maybe? And go all the way down here to unselect it. There we go. And then you just pop that under. It is my overlay. There it is. That really needs to be up there. There we go. That overlay can go there. Where's the other overlay? Still can't see them all that well. They are on my Patreon. They're also on our YouTube under the minis. It's when I had a really old, I think it was, yeah, it must have been a Samsung phone at the time. So look at about 2010, 2011 when the pixels on phones wasn't great, but still better than webcam. Now I have a phone that has great pixels, but terrible light filtering and loves to unfocus at just the moment you're taking the photo. That old Samsung one liked to use the flash at random and just, you know, wasn't very good for pixels really. Help from Duolingo to extend your 145-day streak. Wow, yeah, angry face. That does kind of look like a death threat. Grims. Right, so what else have we got going in the background? Oh yes, I think I got Stream Raiders running the other day. Let me just double check, see if my ad blocker, not ad blocker, virus program. Yes, I finally found out why my Stream Raiders was no longer working. It was down to my Avast. It was blocking it. Not that I'm particularly surprised. It seems to block everything in its mum, except adverts. Even ad blockers don't block adverts anymore. Oh, I can smell my neighbour's cigarettes. Smokes like a blooming chimney. There we go. So while I do have Stream Raiders working, I'm not really sure I have enough folks online to really push it forward. But I should have it working by next paint stream properly, because I've got to get the actual app running again and get it all set up again on OBS. So when I do that, we will have it back. But yes, it is kind of sort of working, I guess. What else have we got? Oh yes, I need to fix the thing on YouTube before I sign off for the night in like 3 hours. Hello, cat. You have food down, cat, or has soot actually eaten it all? I'm going to take that as a soot has eaten it all. And point it out to the creature. So the cat's been in 5 minutes. The cat wants to go out. This is a common thing. There we go. So when I finish streaming on YouTube, it will actually go to the right playlists. Okay. So back to silly watching my channels. I've taken my 5 minutes drink break. I've nearly finished my rose water look. And yes, that is rose water. It is not alcoholic. Does she want out again? Maybe she wants you to play with her. They've been psycho all day, and by that I am talking about cats and zoomies. But then, where are we at? Hooray! Green bit's fixed. Now we're going to cheat. Here, army painter. I want my fairy dust. Where are you? Ah. Yeah, they're all jumping out of the box because they've fallen sideways and stuff. These are really airbrush paints, by the way, which is why they're so thin. But Army Painter are kind of known for their thin paints anyway. I like little mini washes, but I only want this pearlescent on the white. Because I want it to mimic silk. It really does sound like boss music. Oi. Hands are sticking to everything again. Right. This is that one song I'm never sure what to make of. we'll be washing this cloak down again in a minute. I don't want it too shiny, I just want to get the silk effect, which means gently washing in this metallic green. Luckily it is thin enough to be like a very thin layer of wash. And to prevent it being too stark, I'll come over it again with Dark Angel's green. Because we don't want it so bright that it doesn't suit the situation. And it's probably glowing on camera by now. It probably looks more silver than green. It is, well, metallic green itself is a sea green. Yeah. But if I send you over the model, you'll see it looks more silver. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't. Oh, these are not hot. I'm just very. Yeah.
You're not feeling very good.
I suspect it's because I'm not very well. Yeah. It does. I need something to mix a paint in. I don't want it to be in the wet palette because it's going to be too runny for the wet palette. Something I can put a little bit of paint in, but not a lot of paints. I can't remember where I put it. He's talking about another wet palette I've got, which is a traditional painting palette. Problem is, everything is in absolute chaos. Not in organised chaos, it's in absolute chaos. Because we've had to throw things around and do stuff for other things, and things have just got thrown on things, so things have gone missing. So one of the things I do plan to do is try and have a sort out. So if I don't stream this weekend because of illness or anything, I will be trying to sort stuff out. Thank you. Make sure there's no dust in it. Right, so I'm going to need the Dark Angels. There it is. Well, I'm about to pollute this with a metallic paint. That's why I didn't want it. Needs to spend some time in some rubbing alcohol, I think. Oh, my wash brush, it's getting a bit stiff.
Oh wow.
If you push the base of it, you'll see exactly what the problem is. I mean, while that will make the brush last and last and last, as it's done with some of mine, it's just no good for a wash brush. Now we want the brush for horrible jobs. And a spot of this metallic green, which is called glitter green, funny enough. It's a little spot, we don't want a lot of it. Here somewhere. There you are. A little bit of paint thinner. That's my Vallejo airbrush thinner, because we want to actually turn this into a deep green wash. In there. Get wash brush, where have you gone? Oi! Over there and dry. Great. So if we haven't got a buzzing around mosquito, we've also got a buzzing around bluebottle. Charming. Spiders, you're not doing your job. I'm going to be annoyed if the underside of that is green again. Well, at least it's the part that glues onto him. Right then, let's start picking out detail, for goodness sake. I do something white and what happens?
Things everywhere.
No, that is the right brush. Is that a bent hair? Or something else?
Any luck and hairs, right?
Ah, it is a bent. We shall be removing that. Off. Right, so I need to pull out the gold and a fine brush. No. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Why is GIMP loading again? Go away! Stop it! Bad random programs.
What the hell?
Yeah. Stephen, he said it. Right, I've done all that in red, so his skulls are gold, and these little things here are gold. But it seems that my light is actually fading despite having been on charge all night and all day yesterday. I need the red. Okay, where's the red hiding? First of all, I'll make sure I haven't got it up here. No, we don't. Right.
Hide behind the other.
That's exactly what it'll do. There it is. I better be Mephiston. It is. on earth is this brush doing now? Seems to have started to lose its snap. This one should be renamed to Nightmare in Hobbiton. No, too thick. Out tomorrow actually, because if I try it now we're going to end up with everything falling on the desk. Okay. Where's the other guy got the red? using some of this for inspiration of his colours, because he's in an entirely different chapter's colours. What colour's that rifle? It looks black. Alright. to admit I like this song. I don't like how it starts, but I do like how it kicks off afterwards. It's getting hard to handle this little one. So all I've got is these tiny little bits to hold him onto. That's a lot better. Stand up. Stand up. Stop being drunk and stand up. That's still being drunk. Stand up. I have a drunk dark angel.
Intoxicated from battle.
Itchy nose. Just the worst moment again. Nose, stop itching. I'm busy. But we need a really fine brush and silver. Anvil! Too much paint on that brush. Ow. That hit me in the nose. Hmm. Let me check this stream out a minute, 'cause I'm just looking at the time, so I'm starting to look for people to raid to. Just pause there a minute. No, she's another one that's probably been streaming as long as we have. It's got to the point where I can't see what I'm doing because the light on my headset is dying. So okay. So we won't go there. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to my outro screen. Okay, there we go. Lets me move things out of the way so I can find people to raid. Because even though it is a little early, it's only about 15 minutes early, I could carry on for a little while, but the problem's got to the point where I can't actually see what I'm doing because the light on my headset isn't reflecting to where I need it to go. So I'm going to go have a look at the Warhammer category and find out who I go. I wanted to go to Froggy PhD, but she looks like she's about to leave. So let's go see who we can find. Okay, they're bearding over stuff. My stream needs to drop the sexual themes. What? My content may contain sexual... No, it doesn't. How many has this guy got? Enough people to warrant going over. Right. Okay, so if I can even find my own stream at this point, that would be good. I can't really raid if I'm not in my own stream. Channel. Chatty chat chat. Wow. Okay, if you are lurking, you better come out of lurk now because we're about to raid.